Alright, we're here. Just grooving to this music, because I really like this music for whatever reason. Sorry, I needed that sip of tea. Anyway, hi Larry. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Larry, I was trying to talk. Anyway, hi Larry. Oh, hi Phoenix, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. We're just gonna go save Edgeworth. Oh, okay, make sure you save Edgy, alright? Yep, sorry Bob. Okay, we're gonna go to Detention Center. Number 27, Detention Center Visitors Room. Okay. You look grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it's probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, haven't you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you've changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Time to talk to oh my gosh. Edgeworth. I cannot today. I couldn't type today at work. Now I can't speak. Goodness gracious. Alright. Why prosecute? Hey Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you wanted me to defend the criminals. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. You know, it's a reasonable thing to happen. I don't blame him.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, that man trapped in the elevator with my father. Throughout deciding to betray me. His name was Yana Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. Hang on. Okay, I think my throat it's still gonna be a pain, but what's new? That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, all suffered oxygen deprivation. I lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Spaghetti and tea don't work good together, that's all I have to tell you right now. Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in court. Claimed Yana Yogi had not been of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's what changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Prosecutor Von Karma. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He was a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all cases he had taken on, none were left unsolved. Not one suspect was declared innocent, ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. No time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Present. Are we gonna sit? Okay. Don't worry about it. I just, I click buttons. What is this? How about, no, it's fine. We'll be back, Edgeworth. Goodbye, Criminal Affairs. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't come back yet. Gumshoe? Won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The bug-shot caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I'd do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, move. Gore Lake entrance. Whew. Hey, pal, long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe!
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I stepped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we really know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. No, I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Detective Gumshoe sure isn't active today.
Oh, and one more thing.
Eek!
No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Where Lara was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. Nobody could go in for a while.
I guess Lana in lotta trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. See ya! Well, I'm assuming if it was put in the newspaper about this case, then yeah. Holy moly. Okay, Pebble Beach. Alright. How the steel eyesore is missing?
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
Probably. Move to boat rental shop. Sorry, burping and coughing and burping and coughing. It never ends. Oh, it's never gonna end. Okay.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk,
Out for a walk?
Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Ho ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Okay, dude. Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? It is bad. I don't know what is happening. Move. Let's go inside the shack. Okay, it's open. Polly's just here. Okay, just leave Polly here by herself.
Nobody's home.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, it's Polly. Wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello. Hello.
Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Hello. Hello. Squawk. Examine Polly.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. We should have to do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the birds are going to hate me. Anything else? Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been here back since the trial. What? What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, never mind.
What? Tell me.
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Oh.
See, that's why I didn't want to tell you.
Alright, yeah. Okay. I think that's all for here. We're gonna go back outside. And go somewhere. Let's go to the entrance. Where else do I have to go? Let's go here to move to here. He's out again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Alright, so where do I have to go? Are you, do I have to give you something? This? Okay, I can do this. Alright. It was the case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations went out. Tomorrow? Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, nothing to say here. Do you have anything to say about Polly? How about this? Nothing to say on this. Anything to say here? Nope. Okay. We're gonna move. There's nothing really... The entrance doesn't seem... I will go here. You have nothing to say... Nothing here. Where do I go? Who do I talk to? Like I said, is there something I have to give to Edgeworth? How about this? Okay. What are you showing me this picture for? No reason. You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still.
Nick, he noticed.
Haha. How about this? Okay. I'm just going down the line. How about... I don't think there would be any reason, but who knows. Alright, so nothing I can do to talk to Edgeworth. Where do I need to go? Because Grossberg's not here. There's nothing here. So go here, present, Polly. I assume not, but who knows. So I can't go to certain things. So where the frick do I go? Because these are my 4 locations. Is there something at the... Maybe I'll go back to Gourd Lake. Public Beach. See nothing here, so go back here. Examine. Wait, no. There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. Okay, the boat rental shop doesn't look like anyone is around.
The caretaker must have run for the hills, huh?
Yeah, looks like it.
He didn't seem like a bad person.
Well, do I have to go back into the shack? Anything? Nothing there, nothing there. Okay, how about this?
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
Sure there isn't any money in there.
Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? There must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
Guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Oh, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth?
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Okay. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Hang on. Sorry. Oh, I got a coughing fit for a sec. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Suspicious.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Oh, so he's actually involved? I didn't think so. Obviously, I know who the perpetrator is. But I didn't know. It's been a long time.
But who would have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. A letter from the safe added to the court record. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. There's no details, the murder and setup. Thank you, Polly. Polly want a cracker. Move. Little rental shop. Move. Public beach. Move. Entrance. Move. We're gonna go to here. Let's present this. What does he have to say? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Dun dun. Revenge on me?
Who's that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that, old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then? So he was following that letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now it is time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Meaning someone, myself and Robert Hammond?
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe? Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man.
What is...
High octave is not my frickin' forte.
What is it? Do you know who he is? Who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Okay, more dialogue. Yay! Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Which was no one's fault, by the way. Because... Sheesh. The quake was incredibly strong. Okay. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said. Quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out, help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll use up more oxygen. Alright. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed that oxygen deprivation and stresses caused temporary insanity. In the end, they claimed passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Well, because he actually didn't do it.
Huh, but isn't it strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Oh, we're going back to this. Okay. It's a nightmare I've had. Mm-hmm. Okay. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell them all. Hey, the nightmare. For the last 15 years, I've almost had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Okay. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, father. Father. She's attacking my father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. Father? Oh my gosh. We're becoming Malfoy. Father?
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna
do, Nick? What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about the DL6.
Yeah. It's called, my buddy Grossberg. Please be here. We really need you right now. Alrighty, we're continuing. Unless I have more burps to happen, which probably will happen. I don't know if it's the season changing or what. Alright. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there, what's wrong? You seem troubled.
No kidding, I can't believe you're not.
My. Just come down and tell me what's happened to you,
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He stop.
I see. So Mr. Edgeworth dreamed he shot his own father?
It's only a dream,
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well...
Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deeply he wanted to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. Which, he threw it. He didn't shoot. There's a difference. Big difference. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No, I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Talk. Gregory Edgeworth. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. Sounds trite, but it's true. Well, maybe he had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The results, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. He died in despair, as it were.
I see.
The spirit medium. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff Yogi. Woo! Yet, Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, Seems that the one who lied was Gregory Ezra's ghost. Gregory Ezra must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Ezra's dad lied to protect his son? It's the only possibility, mind you. It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Present. This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage that DL6 has done will never be erased. Hello, present the parrot. Do we have nothing else? Okay, how about this? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why did he kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for the sake, but for his own. Huh? For his own sake? He never trusted his clients, not that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got a client found innocent, so why does it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yugi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Von Karma. Could it be Milford Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Milford Von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Tense music. Bum 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 bum. I will be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. am back. I'm good. We're peachy keen. Okay. If it was truly Von Karma, oh my god. Okay. If it was truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he knows the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no.
But what about Von Karma? What could Von Karma know about Miles Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma didn't win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscathed. Gregory versus Manfred. Okay, what happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a deadly blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
Really? He didn't take vacation? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or go to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Bio. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him. Oh yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials, Present. Have anything? Gregory Edgeworth? He was a gifted man. Death was truly a loss. What would have become of Von Karma were he alive? Okay, move. Talk. Nothing here. Move. How about here? Okay. Did he catch him? Oh my gosh. Okay.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Oh, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Tetra Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room?
Nick, let's hurry.
Yeah, that... I don't trust him with a 10-foot pole. Okay.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I just noticed that he isn't here. Von Karma.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking at it recently.
The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Unsolved cases?
Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What? What are you doing here?
Eek!
Oh my gosh, your front view is very terrifying.
Von Karma.
You. How did you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I really remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. That smile is horrifying. Francisca, is this where you got your genes from? And what the frick? Is that why the frickin' sadistic smile runs in the family, man? That's terrifying. Let's see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Yeah, can you tell the frickin' outfit? The way he holds himself? Everything's like that? Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
Okay. A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me, a grudge against a mere defense attorney. Why? Because he dealt you a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you shake his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow's trial will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. He's guilty. His guilt 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the truth tomorrow. To the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. Creep. This Badoomching. Mr. Von Karma, why does everything have to get in my face? Have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. Told him to burn it after he read it. So you don't deny it?
So you meant it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What?
Nick, what is that thing?
Oh, I thought it was a pistol. No, it's just a stun gun. Is there no, and I'm gonna ask this honestly, is there no, metal detectors? How the frick did he get this in here? Well, it's not the courtroom, but it's the police, but you'd still think so. That's just kind of weird. A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No. No! Well, what are you? Nick, run! Oh my gosh, Maya. Frick. Maya! Out of the way. Oh, great. That was our only evidence connecting him to this. Great. Great, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Well, she's not responding, please. Let her be okay. Maya, open your eyes. Maya?
The letter, did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or as a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. Wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya, don't say that. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something? What is that? A bullet? DL6 is in evidence number 7 taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. Prove it to you in court tomorrow. Please take her to the hospital. Please both of you go to the hospital, be checked. Okay, it's time for the big battle. The spaghetti is kicking my butt today. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What? What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Guess the shock hasn't worn off my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a little pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. I think that's a no. Whoa, yeah, pal. Is he unconscious? Okay, no, he's not unconscious. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I captured our runaway caretaker. I brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe, you must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, felt pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Alright, December 28, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceeding in this trial. I ask the prosecution to submit decisive evidence. Understood. You're answering. What the frick? Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he does. Well, he's actually responding. That's unusual. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Open your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's effort, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. And he still has time to nap. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Poke. Okay, why I left court? Yesterday I'm really sorry about leaving just yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident, you know, anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Okay. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save. Just so I don't have to go through the beginning shenanigans. Press. I call what you did running away, not just leaving. You heard Blair's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. Sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Ron Karma and Yanni Yogi. Can I? Okay, I can't, is it? I hit the button. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. True. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand. Gourmand? You see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Ron Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come back to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Grr. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old Cogger's head? That's impossible. Glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. I only need one of those things, right? I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible. You have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. May I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Ron Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I figured the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. Allow me to repeat once more, that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here and now, we're done for. 'Cause, yeah. Then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are we going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Why, you didn't take his fingerprints? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? How? What did you do? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Chemical plant? I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingers off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. Use the bird. There is no one who can testify to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're sore winner, Von Karma. Bingo! Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick?
No.
You're not going to...
Your Honor. We are. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. She can't lie. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need to ask. This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, you should go through with this. If nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Okay, Von Karma rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Why is it? I would really love to know what a court of law would do with this. How does this work? In real life. I don't know if this would happen. It's not impossible. I don't think having, like a dog, for example, obviously they can't talk, but they can express emotion. And so fear is a good example of that fact. So I don't think it's impossible. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Where, was the parrot just in the lobby waiting? Hi, Polly. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. Must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Hello! hello, Squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Oh, no. Squawk, hello. Nice to meet you, Polly. Polly want a cracker? Present. Okay, I don't know. I'm testing things. How about this? This. Load. Should I just press? Okay, let's press. Alright. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
What's your name? Here to say your name?
Polly, what's your name?
Polly, Squawk. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Huh. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Am I freaking losing my gosh darn freaking mind? You can't be serious. We're not taking this freaking joke that far, man. Okay, press... have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
What? Don't forget DL6, what? If I get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello, what? That's not
what you're supposed to say. Forgot? Something we forgot.
Hello, Squawk.
Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we've forgotten anything? Okay, go back. Go here. Okay, we're gonna go with this. So I got it right that first time? Of course. Alright, how about does this work? The DL6 file? Case file? That's quite a large file you got there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Okay... I don't know. I don't remember. Case summary, victim data, suspect data. Victim data? It's on the victim data page. Nope. Whoa. Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? What the frick? Yeah, that is really bad. Indeed it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. Wow. I did not know that. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Which, by the way, wait. So, do you have another child? Because Francisca, I don't think, is married. This is gonna bother me. Is attorney Francisca Von Karma. Family tree. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay, so the Von Karmas, I can't read when ads are in the place. Von Karmas are family prosecutors which two are known by name, like prosecutor Milford Von Karma and his prodigy daughter, Francisca. Milford also mentions a 7-year-old granddaughter by an older sister of Francisca's. Okay, so yes, there is an older sister. Okay, good to know. I was like, Francisca's not married. Not that I know of, she never mentioned it. But okay, so she has a sibling. Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. So if we go back here... So we got through that. What is the safe number? Maybe we'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack?
1228, 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, aren't you claiming that the number has something to do with the caretaker? Actually does. It actually does, that's why I had her say it. Ah, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? The date. It hit me. I'm like, it's the date. It's December 28th. Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? This? Okay. The DL6 case file? Case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to that safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. You are a narcissist. Literally just write narcissist. Slap it on his forehead and you're done. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Thank you, Judge. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Well, you stood up straight. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he's totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yana Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order. Yanni Yogi, so it was you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have a brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought it was my chance after 50 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Well, we got one case solved. Now we got the DL6 incident to solve. Okay. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I see no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? Hi, Miles. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Nope. I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Woo! Whee! It's not over yet. The frickin' big battle is happening next. That is all. Court is adjourned. Why? Why, Miles? Miles. Shh. Please. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... Yep. We're back into the driver's seat, man. No. Shush. Shush you. Shush. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. I have never seen that spider in my life to go from the frickin' witness stand. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we've heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. Shush, Maya. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Raise an objection. I don't know. We're going to have to figure this out ourselves, aren't we? Okay, raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Edgeworth's outburst. Did something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. Okay. Yes. Please don't do this to me, you frickin' mother trucker. That would be Larry. You must hear this new statement. You must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murder, excuse me. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. You were a freaking child. They can't arrest you for being a child. Because, one, obviously, He's not guilty. That is a fact. I'm just gonna leave that there. It is a fact that we will prove in a second. But let's say in the worst case scenario that he was correct. There's no way that the court is going to look at this kid, this seven-year-old kid? I think it was 7. 7-year-old kid, and say, we're locking you up in prison. Like, yeah, they'll be in trouble, but you were a kid. You didn't purposely do this. What the frick do you think? You're an innocent child who was in a situation that no one should have to deal with. So please, don't guilt yourself like this, Edgeworth. Please. I'm guilty for the DL6 incident, the statute of limitation which ends today. The culprit is me. You are as freaking straight as an arrow. The drawing, man. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. Crime from which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Ugh. It's obvious. We hold the trial. Right here. Right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. His face was just a wah. I think I would like a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Ow. I don't blame him. What the frick what would you do if you were the judge in that situation? You'd be like, you want me to do this now? What am I? He has no idea what's going on. December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Anyway. Basket! Alright. I'm sorry, Wright? Just wasted all of your effort. Aw, Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. You were a child, and you also didn't do it, motherfucking trucker. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case for what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
Again, times 2.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe you're a nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Like, I don't blame him for thinking the way that he does, but he didn't do it. Okay, December 28th, 2:30 p.m., District Court, room number 3. Let's get this going. Okay, now then I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do the cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? Nope. No, Your Honor. Well, Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Well, Miles Edgeworth, take the stand. Okay. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. Well, when Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please, please.
Testimony, the DL6 incident. Alright. Okay, that day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. They love this photo. I swear. They got their money's worth out of this freaking photo. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi, wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember to this day. That's all. Which, you know, it makes sense because it's freaking trauma. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. That oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim as Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please? Yes, Your Honor. Hey, it's not unbelievable. 5 hours. 5 hours trapped in there. How could I ever think, like, my goodness, that sounds insane. I'm not claustrophobic. Because, you know, I rode in a tiny freaking spaceship to get here anyways, but... Man, 5 hours in a tiny elevator with no windows, nothing. Holy frick, that's pain. Okay, we'll just do this. Alright. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. Edgeworth meaning Gregory, not this Edgeworth. This. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, no one came to help. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was 9 years old. Okay, it's 9. 2 years old, but I'm pretty sure I'm freaking close. I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... Just then something heavy fell at my feet. Where the frick? Like, does a bailiff have that? That would be weird. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff's, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. Isn't it dark in here? Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick. I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Yanni Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. Okay. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. The gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream? It's a terrible scream, I remember to this day. Let me save again. I'm not presenting anything yet. I just need to check something. What is this? Taken from Gregory, it still bears ballistic markings. Okay, let's try this one. A terrible scream, I remember to this day. Okay. To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out, and quick. Okay... Is it this? So, let me look at this picture. Is it this? I'm very confused. How about that? Okay, it is. Alright. So there's only one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of it. That. I heard the shot and then the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. Nope. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago, and in it lies a clear contradiction to Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim... I can see the victim, Gregory Edgeworth, lying there. What do you mean, a contradiction? Just as I thought, the judge is clueless, as always. Is it this? Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. This? This? Okay, good. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Hyles Edgeworth testified that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one but two shots were fired. One shot on the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot? This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. If it was there before, it has nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have any proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident?
Yes? I'm gonna say yes. Because we can't progress, so we're going to say yes.
Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof.
What?
Possible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. What do you have that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident?
This? Nope. 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 Nope.
I'm like, is it this? What? Yes. Now what the frick do I use to prove it? Air was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time. So this? This? Okay, it is. I was gonna be like, it's the oxygen, right? That's the other thing? Your Honor, the answer's in this file. Let me talk. Von Karma. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page shows the link between this bullet hole and the DL6 incident?
Case summary? Mr. Wright, okay. Hey, how am I supposed to frickin' know? It just shows me one frickin' thing.
Yes. This is a never-ending monkey game. Whee! Give me this. Okay, case summary. Air in the elevator was depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found on the scene. Okay, next. Victim trapped in the elevator returning after a lost trial with his son. Miles Edgeworth... Oh, by the way, that says murder, by the way. One bullet found in his heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. So I guess it's in the victim data. Yana Yogi. Okay. So, present. Okay, so it's the victim data? Is the answer to this question? Okay, victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Oh, my notes. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. How is that? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Yeah? If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. There's a point. The second bullet has never been found. Yeah, because I know where it is. Why? Because the second bullet did not exist. Does not exist. The second bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karmas says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why are you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No! But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did.
Oh no! He's accepting the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I do. Phoenix, raise your freaking arm up and say objection, you mother trucker. I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection. Your Honor, I object. Your voice is killing me. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Oh,
Nick!
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no!
Bah. Maya? It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
It seems Wayne is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. At least you know this. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. Well, that's what happened. But who? The murderer.
Let me finish.
The murderer. Tell us, who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why he took it. But what possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet. They took it with them. If that's the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. No. The answer is no. I don't know how far I am into this freaking thing. Do you ever the balls? Yes. Okay, I'm all the way back here. Whee! Speed run. Click, 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 click. Victim data. Okay, now we gotta go through all this again.
Polly want a credit card?
Alright, blah 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 blah. By the way, I love that Mia shows up near the frickin' end because she's always coming in clutch. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Kiwi. Go. Okay. So it's not he was cautious. I guess that makes sense. Obviously, like I said, I know the case, but I haven't gone through and played the game myself. So obviously, I know who the perpetrator is. I don't know exactly why, but you know. Things can happen. Alright, blah 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 blah. Go, here we go again. Come on, please. 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 Yes, I have an objection. Okay, we're gonna save. If you let me save, right? Thank you. So we're not in this never-ending turmoil again. Thank you. My clicking finger. Alright, blah 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 blah. Hi, Mia. I love that Mia knows this. What the frick, Mia? I guess because she wasn't on the case, that she looked into it. Alright, that's the murderer. Okay, we're gonna save here. Alright, was there a need? They had to find it. Alright, the murderer was cautious. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take out the bullet 2 shots fired? Alright. Okay, so we went down the wrong path, so we gotta go... Murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have to spend the time looking for that stray bullet? Haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Okay, had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intent of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet? Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? How did he hit the nail on the head? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could just perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time the murderer themselves was shot, and then they left the second bullet still inside of them? That's leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unarmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet, right there, goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you said. Because it's a courtroom. If someone was on the floor where the elevator stopped, there's no way that they couldn't have opened it. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgewood dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
He must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But he took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Oh yes, by biology, Willikers, I can. Say it now. And say it proud. Your Honor, there is one suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? His face. We're doing this again? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated me. Have him testify. Erk.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. I'm just gonna say, it's probably really far freaking in there, man. Unless he's Superman. Which is not. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? It's impossible to prove. We're gonna have to go with that one and hopefully be not completely screwed over. Woohoo! It would be impossible to find the doctor who operated on Vakarma now, even if Vakarma did undergo surgery. Seems like you finally come to your senses. You've realized the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen. Look.
Nick!
The court record. There must be something. The court record? What could be in there? God, there's no time. I better think of it as I go. Alright, Vakarma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves that Von Karma was shot is... I don't know. I don't know. I am going to take this as a guess.
What exactly is that?
Sorry. Judge if you would. Why do I do this to myself? We haven't used it yet, so I just took it. It's possible to prove. Okay, go. Please, let me save. Please, Maya, let me save. Mia. Whoever, I don't care. What the frick? Frick. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving evidence. We're going to pull out the frickin' metal detector and go, come closer, Von Karma. Let me, just, scan you. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... Yeah. I do. There is possibly that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma? I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Huh? Why are you clenching your shoulder? Von Karma? I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I asked for a suspension of this trial. This is invasion of privacy. No, it's not. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to edit right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Beep, 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 beep. It reacted something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the DL6. Prove it, then. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Proof. I have no obligation to prove anything. It was Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Yes. Yes, I can. Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link the bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Dun da da da! Charge! That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. It was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. May he rest in peace. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Excuse me. We have 2 bullets in our possession. 1 bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other Mr. Von Karma is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? We did it! That scream. I heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Did it? Get away. Get away from my father. Don't work. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Mr. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth, only you would. Dare defy me? So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death. You're gonna injure yourself. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. Never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth? It was a shock like it was a shock like I've never known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room is pitch black. The lights must have gone out. Went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. Pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. Why did you have that? I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious. I spit on my poor laptop. And laptop, desktop, what am I talking about? From oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew that it was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Why aren't you smiling? Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? You were innocent. You are innocent. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth not guilty again. Because he did nothing.
Yay!
This court is adjourned. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was so sure we had it.
I know I was on the verge of tears the whole time, myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah. I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal, you pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this, I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party, dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Whoop! I feel foolish.
Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all.
Lana!
Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were an innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wanted to stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let's bygones be bygones, yeah? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? Who, me? Oh, well, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Oh no, I have a guess. Did your girlfriend break up with you? At least this time she's not murdered. Please. Please don't make that an actual thing. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kayance. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Grand, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual from you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too, my treat, pal. Thanks. Look forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's no police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. You little frickin' mother trucker. It was you. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Did you figure it out right? $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No. Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? I love that this is the thing. Freaking 3 mysteries have been solved today. Oh, boy! Solved 3 cases today, by Jove! But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Yeah, that's right, he was in the frickin' court thing. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth? You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back at school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. You remember that one? I know. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, that sure is an unexpected turn of events. Edgeworth? You should have told me.
Now, Nick. 15 years ago. Do you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you always have been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I'd known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney, after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up, I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time, let's go!
And after that, dinner's on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Okay, December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright & Cole offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? Letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. Wanted to help you. But I couldn't. It was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? The first train for the mountains have already left. To the station. Running to the station. Here we go. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Really, we're gonna shout this at 5 a.m. Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence, cheer up. Dun 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 dun! Charge!
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. That was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick!
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Of course course he will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that. Someone's phone's going.
So, this is it. See you soon.
See you soon, Maya. Bye. We'll see you in the next chapter, I think. Oh, that's a nice picture.
Thanks, Nick.
No problem, Maya. No problem. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Huh, don't you think you've graduated yet, amateur? Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Things don't change. Oh, is that it? Is there not 5 chapters? They finished? Hey, pal, Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. I don't blame him. I mean, Ace Attorney. Case, is there a Case 5? Case 5 exists? Okay, it does. Huh? Nick? Haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly you call it cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. You idiot. Okay, so there is a chapter 5. It's just after this. It was a really good game. Really, really good game. Oh, look, it's Mr. Pig.
Who, Wright? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I started telling him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Sure, Payne. We'll let you think that way. It was a really well-made game. It's a fun game, and it's a franchise that people know everywhere. Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney from whom I wrote that additive for, yes. You should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Sure, I don't think I'll be using that room, though. Oh, thank you. But yeah, there's one more chapter. We're not doing it tonight, though, because my voice is dead.
Oh, it's you.
Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, me is understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. We're not doing this again. Do. Very good game. Very good game. Very, 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 very good game. Oh boy.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting something of Hammer's DVDs? And you know...
Yeah. By the way, Miss Oldbag is a recurring character. Why? Oh, I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure owe Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin a kid's dreams, you know? Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Will Powers, please keep being confident in yourself. Oh, I forgot. I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. Wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess train cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Very high up in the mountains. Very, very high up in the mountains. Probably not technology either. Manual.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I stuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy at my tender age.
Well, that's your own fault. You know, that's not his fault, but you just had to sneak in.
Zalada. Yeah, I remember, right? The lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm trained to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real? Now that's a talent. I'm gonna be famous. Well, yes. You did take a picture. It's true. There is someone there. Can you take a guess who that is? It's very cute. Thank you. Clearing out. I finished it. Brand new episode has been added. We're not doing this right now. Rise from the ashes is what it says. We're not doing this right now. My voice is dying, right? Shh. No more. No more, I'm done. Anyway, thank you for watching the stream. We got through this in 2 hours. Thank freaking goodness. So, obviously next time we do Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we'll be doing Chapter 5 and meeting another character. So, I will see you next time. Bye!